Welcome to this new video in which we are going to talk a little bit about Forza Horizon 5 and its PlayStation 5 version. The PlayStation 5 version officially releases on April 25th, 2025 when this video is being made. But thanks to Xbox, who provided an early game key, I've been playing for around 10 days. Thanks to this preview, I've tested many features in the new version of Forza Horizon 5. Thanks to all the gameplay hours I had before its official release, including a live session yesterday, I can answer this question. Should you buy Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation? Is buying a new edition a good idea? Yes and no. We'll discuss it in the video and I'll recommend which edition to buy. If you have any questions about Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5, feel free to ask in the comments. But also if you've had the chance to play it, or if you come across this video in a few weeks. Don't hesitate to quickly give your opinion in the comments as well. If you want my general opinion on Forza Horizon 5, I invite you to go see the videos that I've already released several months, or even several years ago, in which I cover absolutely all aspects of Forza Horizon 5. We'll focus on the PlayStation 5 version, but it's the same game available on PC and Xbox. The PlayStation 5 version of the game handles ray tracing in the open world, unlike the Xbox version which only uses it in the menus, which means that in reality, in quality mode, the game is slightly prettier on PlayStation 5 than on Xbox or on the PC versions. Strengths and weaknesses are the same as the Xbox or PC version, despite being on a lower-end setup. Among the strengths, we will obviously notice the graphics, which are very beautiful, the astronomical amount of different vehicles. Unless I'm mistaken, we'll surpass 900 with the new vehicles releasing alongside the PlayStation 5 version. Forza Horizon 5 undoubtedly surpasses its rivals in this regard. Gran Turismo 7 has only 550 models, which is just over half of what's available in Forza Horizon 5. Another big positive point that we're going to find on the PlayStation 5 version is the physics of Forza, which is always very pleasant. The developers have struck the perfect balance between arcade and simulation, creating a game that is neither too punishing nor too simplistic. It works exceptionally well on PS5 even with a PlayStation controller. It's true for some of us, except those who used PlayStation controllers on PC. For the first time, we'll be able to drive a Forza using a PlayStation controller. It does feel a bit strange initially. The PlayStation 5 controller's directional joystick sensitivity differs from the Xbox controller. But once you get used to this tiny difference, you find the same pleasure in hand with the PlayStation version as with the Xbox version. So, we find all these strong points that we also find on the PC and Xbox versions, but also the weak points that we find on these other platforms. That is to say, a map is big, but it is still super flat and not very varied, with really a lot of fields and a lot of almost empty areas. Ultimately, a game where the sense of progression is nearly absent. Within half an hour, we have hypercars or supercars worth several million euros in reality. And, of course, the fact that there is no story in this game. There has never really been a story in the Forza Horizon games. As time progresses, the storyline diminishes. On this Horizon, the story is simply, you arrive, you organize a festival, you have to make it the biggest, the most beautiful, and then that's it. Overall, it's a very good game, despite its minor flaws. But that being said, I don't necessarily recommend it to everyone. So, of course, if you're a PlayStation player and you've never had the chance to play Horizon 5, in those cases, buying Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5 is a good idea. And in those cases, I recommend it. Surprisingly, Forza Horizon has become an institution in racing games over time. And buying Horizon 5, now, after 3 years, after more than 40 seasons in the game, over 250 cars were added in updates. Even after 2 expansions, it's still sure to deliver a strong impact. Because even if the game has a lot of flaws, including those mentioned earlier, it's, to my knowledge, also the game that offers the most for its price. It surpasses the competition in car selection and graphics. The game modes are extremely diverse. You will be able to do normal races as well as cruising, drifting, drag racing, but also multiplayer races, an asymmetrical multiplayer ranked mode called Rival Mode. Enjoy about 10 stories. The stories in the game are micro-stories that all focus on a specific aspect of the automobile, or a cultural aspect of Mexico where the game takes place. You will be able to play the Eliminator, which is the Battle Royale of Forza Horizon 5, but you will also be able to enjoy all the creations of the event lab made by the players. Over the past 3 years, Forza Horizon 5 players have made tens of thousands of custom maps that let you fully transform the game's environment. With maps inspired by Paris or Japan, or ones that offer unique game modes like racing with fuel management or hide and seek. In brief, Forza Horizon 5 has made extensive efforts to appeal to a wide audience. There is almost no aspect of the automobile and no aspect of racing that is not covered by the game. The only two things missing from this Forza Horizon 5, I think, are going to be the hill climb racing and possibly the police chase aspect. What does Need for Speed offer that Forza Horizon lacks? Otherwise, Forza Horizon has it all. And for many players who, until now, may have never had an Xbox or a PC, and who have stayed with Sony all their life. Discover Forza Horizon with Forza Horizon 5, or discover Horizon 5 after these 3 years of updates. It's still discovering a great game that will probably offer you hundreds of hours of play and will allow you to make very good memories in multiplayer with your friends. So, clearly, if you are part of this team, people who have never had the chance to play a Forza Horizon or Horizon 5, for now, I can only recommend Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5. In fact, if you ask me, is it better to buy it on Xbox or on PlayStation 5 if you are absolutely a console player? In these instances, I'd recommend the PS5 version over the Xbox, since the PS5 version is identical, with better graphics. Which is a little crazy when you think about it, knowing that this game is developed by a studio that belongs to Xbox. And that's how it is. However, if you are a player who has already had the chance to play Horizon 5 on PC or Xbox, I really don't see what could push you to buy this game on PlayStation 5. Collectors who want all games on all platforms won't have a physical Horizon 5 case for their PlayStation 5 game library, since it doesn't exist. You won't need to buy the PS5 version to play with your PlayStation friends, as the game will support crossplay. In other words, players across all platforms can play together. There's no need to buy a PlayStation 5 version just to play with your colleagues, especially since we, former Xbox and PC players, will not be advantaged to land on PlayStation 5. What I mean by that, and it seems normal, is that the save is reset. So if you buy Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5 just to see a little bit what it looks like to play it with a PlayStation controller, know that you will have to start everything over, even if you use the same Xbox account. So you will have to recollect all your cars, close your credits, and re-examine the game, which is not necessarily very pleasant when you have already played Horizon 5 for 3 years. Especially since it must still be remembered, there will normally be almost no more new updates and new content on the game. There may still be a pack or two and some new free cars, but nothing comparable or nothing similar to what we experienced for 3 years with the monthly updates. And also, there is no exclusivity to the PlayStation 5 version at the moment. What I mean by that, and maybe that will change over time, is that there is no car reserved for the edition. PlayStation 5. No skins or special PlayStation 5 missions, so there is no surprise at all to replay it on PlayStation 5 at the moment. So, to summarize this video, which is, I think, already quite short and quite summarized, if you are a new Forza player who has never touched Horizon 5 or Horizon in your life, take it. You will likely be very satisfied, spend a lot of time, and make great memories. If you have it on PC or Xbox, skip the PlayStation 5 version as there's no reason to get it. Raytracing is the only addition to the open world, which you may have known for about 3 years if you're in this category. Seeing the same houses, trees, and flowers with some enhanced details won't let you relive the wow effect you might have felt when the game was released. In 2021 good. And to end this video, I will still add a small question to which I will answer. Which edition to choose? Horizon 5 comes in 3 versions: Deluxe, Ultimate, and Normal. The Normal costs €69.99 on the official store. By taking it on the Instant Gaming Store, optimizing with the PlayStation Network cards, you can pay €60, so a little bit cheaper. The game is available from April 29th. The Deluxe Edition includes the game and the Car Pass, which provides about half of the game's downloadable content cars. It's €89 on the official store, and it's about €71 via Instant Gaming. Lastly, the $99 on the regular store, but you can get it for around $80 through Instant Gaming. Who contains the game? The Deluxe Edition Plus includes the Car Pass, very important person access to unique cars, and the Welcome Pack with exclusive cars. Early access to the game starts April 25th instead of the 29th. Remember, it's an early access release, since the game's 3-year release on PC and Xbox. So, there's no rush to absolutely be among the first, since you won't be among the first on PlayStation 5. I made dedicated videos on the 2 Hot Wheels and Rally Adventure map extensions, if you want to see my opinion and what they look like. But to summarize very quickly, I would say that Rally Adventure has a nice map, but the added cars are absolutely terrible. The new Hot Wheels cars are excellent, but the map quality is lacking. PlayStation 5 players have an advantage over first-hour Xbox or PC players because they know exactly what the different packs contain. At the time, we were unaware of the downloadable content themes and the cars included in the Car Pass, as they were not revealed before release. So, I invite you to go see the videos for which I will put the links under this one, in which I will give you my opinion on the DLCs, and in which I talk to you and detail all the cars in the Car Pass. At release, I recommended the Premium Edition. Now, I honestly suggest the standard one. In reality, 99% of players will spend most of their time on the base game. Most players rarely or never revisit the game's expansions, simply because the maps of the expansions are quite small and not as nice as the base ones, so they are not necessarily interesting to own. Regarding the cars of the Car Pass, only some of them are cool. There are a lot of cars that are completely useless in it. And anyway, with the free base edition of the game, you will be able to enjoy about 250 car models that have been added to the game via free updates. With a little patience and playtime, you can get them. There is more than enough to spend hundreds of hours on the base game without bothering and paying for DLCs that are not necessarily very interesting. So there you have it, my take on the Horizon 5 version of PlayStation 5 and its various editions. Obviously, you can go through there to give me a little bit of your opinion in the comments. I hope in any case that this video will help you see more clearly about the game. For a thorough review of Horizon 5 with all the essential details about the game, I can provide that. I invite you to go see my lifetime video on Horizon 5. At its release, there, I take the time to dwell on every aspect of the game. We didn't redo something in this video as it's the same game. If you found it interesting, please share it by leaving a little like, by subscribing, of course, for the next videos, and by leaving a little comment. You can join me on Twitch where I'm currently streaming the game, including its PS5 version.